welcome back to my channel. Hi if you're new, and welcome to me choosing my January TBR. I'm actually very excited to do this. I did this for the first time last month. Well, we're currently in December, but I chose my December TBR. So if you didn't see that video, I explained that I'm predominantly a mood reader. So the concept of a defined TBR was a little bit anxiety inducing, just a smidge of nerves in there. But I picked 8 prompts at random. I was able to choose 8 books I was actually very excited to read, and you know what, so far it's going really, really well. I'm about halfway through that TBR. We're about halfway through December as I'm filming this, and so far I'm having a great time. So I thought, let's do it for January as well. Let's do it. Why not? So we're going to do it again today. So here we have my prompts that are left. I have taken out the prompts, well, I left out the prompts that I pulled last month, so we should have completely different prompt choices this month, which maybe has caused a little bit more nervousness than last time, because I was very lucky with the prompts I got last time. There are some prompts in here I really don't want to get, but we're just going to do it. We're just going to choose one at random now. We're going to go with this one. Oh my goodness. Let's see what we're dealing with here. A book you bought second hand. Well, considering I love myself a little bit of book thrifting, this should be quite easy. I shall return. Well, that was a challenge. I have so many thrifted books to choose from. That took a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But we've chosen a book. We've gone with Luster by Raven Leilani. You still see the thrifted sticker on the front, actually. The reason I've chosen this one, if you can hear the tapping in the background, Duke is trotting around the dining room, to be honest. I think he's a little bit put out that I'm sort of sat up here and he can't sit on my lap or play ball. But anyway, the reason I chose this book is because this is one of the books that was very popular on BookTube when I first joined. And it was books like this, Such a Fun Age, what else? Dear Mrs. Bird, Hamnet. All those kind of books were sort of like really big in the literary fiction category when I joined, and I picked them all up, and then I got distracted by so many other books I never went back and read them. So I thought, you know what, let's do it. So what I believe happens in this book is we join Eddie, who ends up joining sort of an open marriage. She starts dating this archivist. His wife has kind of agreed to an open marriage, and I think it's going to be about her experience. So it's going to be an interesting read, I think. I'm quite looking forward to it. I am. It's about time I picked this up anyway. Definitely about time. Prompt number 2. Go with this one. Oh, we'll pick 2. We'll go with this one. Right. Oh my days. Over 30 chapters. Okay. We can do this. So the first book I picked up was exactly 30 chapters, and I was like, no, it says over. It says over, so we're going over. So I have picked up, I really need to take the stickers off, Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood, because that is 31 chapters. So it's just snuck in there, okay? It's technically over 30, but we're going with it. Now, I believe this one's YA rather than adult, is it? Don't think that was a dream. And I know it's chess related and it's romance. But I think I've given 5 stars to every other Ali Hazelwood book that I have read. So I'm fairly confident I'm going to love this. Really hope I love this. Okay, this could be quite a random TBR. So prompt number 3, I'll go with this one. Okay, what have we got? A book you picked because the title caught your attention. Okay, so that might not be a particularly well-known one, or it might be. Let's see. That was harder than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest, because I picked up a lot of titles that I recognised. So it wasn't sort of that they pulled me in. So actually, when it was or just a general cover by, not necessarily a title. So yeah, so when it came down to actually choosing a title that grabbed my attention, that actually narrowed it down to like 3 or 4 books, but I'm going for non-fiction. This is really going to be such a random TBR. But I've gone with Written in History, Letters That Changed the World. I know I hauled this last year, but this is a collection of letters from so many people. We've got Mozart, Rosa Parks, Oscar Wilde, Voltaire, Churchill, Kafka, Napoleon, Gandhi. And I believe this is going to cover everything from wars to romance to you name it. So I think I'm going to love this. This is so random. Love this. Right, let's choose a prompt for book 4. We'll go with this one. Oh. Get off. 2 hanging on each other. Right. A sleeve cover. That's so many books. It should be easy. I had a lot to choose from then, but I'm going with Dream Country by Ashley Brown. Because I met her at Yalk, basically, and she seemed absolutely lovely, and I'd picked up this book in the charity shop last year and never heard anyone talk about it before. So I thought, you know what, let's do it. So it's got a sibling rivalry, thrilling young adult fantasy, brings to life a visionary world infused with Kenyan, Brazilian, Caribbean and Grecian cultural references. About the dysfunctional triplet gods of sleep, dreams and nightmares who are kept separate by the deadly gates of horn and ivory. Let's do it. I know nothing about this really. I've not heard any reviews yet, so let's see. Right, prompt number 5. Oh, crikey, I'm still dropping them all. Right, shut that back in. Right, this is comedy, a funny book. Okay. So, The Time Waster Letters by Robin Cooper. So this is, okay, it says, for several years Robin Cooper has been plaguing department stores, collectors groups, associations and a certain children's book publisher with his letters. From the Campaign for Courtesy to the British Halibut Association, no one is safe. Whether he's organising a surprise clarinet party or designing scarecrows made from beef or merely looking for a lost shoelace, Robin Cooper is clearly a man with far too much time on his hands. This, I think, is going to be a really quick but quite fun read. So, this is really the most random TBR yet. Prompt number 6. Should we do the one that just jumped out then? Why not? They're obviously excited to come out. A book you think you will rate 5 stars. Okay. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. The more I hear about this, the more I think I'm going to love it. I've heard so many good things recently. I thought, you know what? I think it's going to be a winner. Just says 2 rivals, 2 stories, 2 hearts, 1 fate. And it's about 2 rival journalists, but there's magic in it. That's normally a safe bet with me. So, time to pick it up. Right, 2 more prompts to go, and what promises to be one of the most random TBRs of the year so far, I reckon. Author you've read and enjoyed before. That we can do. That should not have been as hard as it was to choose. I was like, do I go a thriller? Do I go Riley Sager? Do I go a Santa Montefiore book? Do I go back to Colleen Hoover? And I thought, do you know what I just treated myself to a couple of days ago? Heartstopper, Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. Oh, I'm so excited to continue with Nick and Charlie. So I know it's a graphic novel, but I do love a graphic novel and I absolutely love these 2. I don't know whether I should reread books 1 to 4 as well, but I've watched the series on Netflix. I absolutely loved it, so it has to be this. Last prompt. This one. Female author. That shouldn't be too tricky. Bunny by Mona Awad. This is the final book on my TBR. This is Dark Academia. I think it's a bit of a thriller. It's like some university society where the clique of rich girls call each other Bunny and that. And I've heard nothing but amazing. It says, blending sharp satire with fairy tale horror, Bunny is a spellbinding trip of a novel from one of fiction's most original voices. I'm looking forward to it. This series is such a weird TBR. Look at this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider giving me a little bit of a like and a subscribe. And let me know if you've read any of those, and if so, what you thought. No spoilers, please. If you want me to do a video for any of those, also let me know. I don't even know where to start with that. That's such a random TBR. I think it's going to be great fun.